This recipe will make some of the best green beans you've ever had. They're charred around the edges, tender and crisp in the center, and the garlic butter breadcrumbs ensure every bite is packed with flavor. Start by adding a couple tablespoons of salt to a pot of simmering water, and drop in 1 pound of washed green beans. Move them around a bit and set your timer for 2 minutes. We're just going to blanch them briefly so they're tender but still have a slight crunch. After the 2 minutes are up, remove them to a bowl full of ice water, which will stop the cooking process and help them keep their bright green color. Drain the water from the pot and put it back on the stove with the heat on low. Add back the green beans from the ice water because we want to completely dry them off. This is a technique commonly used to remove moisture from potatoes before mashing them, but we're doing it here because next we're going to sear the beans in a pan, and if they're all wet, they would splatter everywhere. After you toss the beans around in the pot for a minute, add them to a greased cast iron skillet on high heat. You can use any kind of pan, but cast iron will give you the best char, which means more flavor. Spread the beans out in an even layer and let them sit for a couple minutes. Then flip them around with your tongs and sear for another 2 minutes, before removing them all to a plate. As you can see, the beans are blistered in some places, still have a nice green color, and are fully cooked but not mushy. Now cut off the ends and smash 2 garlic cloves, which makes it easier to remove the skins. Then go ahead and give them a good mince. With the pan now on medium-low heat, melt 1.5 tablespoons of butter with a 1/2 tablespoon of olive oil, which will prevent the butter from burning. Add the garlic and a pinch of red pepper flakes. Stir that around for about 30 seconds before pouring in a 1/3 cup of panko breadcrumbs. Make sure you coat the breadcrumbs very well with the butter, and toast them for 2 to 3 minutes or until they're nicely golden brown, and also add a big pinch of salt. At this point, you can turn the stove off and drop in the green beans. Mix them around a bit, and then we're going to grate in about a 1/3 cup of Parmesan cheese in a few stages, which will of course add some great flavor, but also help some of the breadcrumbs stick to the beans. But most of the crumbs will get poured on top of the dish at the very end. Grate in the cheese a little at a time so it doesn't clump up, and mix after each addition of cheese. Finish it off with the zest from half a lemon before giving it one final mix. Pile them up high on a plate and spoon over the remaining breadcrumbs before enjoying. You can find the full recipe in the description below. Please let me know your thoughts in the comments. Thank you for watching.